If you've ever flown on a plane, buckle up, because what I'm about to reveal will change how you see flight attendants forever. From secret codes to crew-only rules, we're exposing 23 flight attendant secrets they seriously don't want you to know. Like what they really think when you ask for a second ginger ale, or why that airplane coffee tastes like someone filtered it through turbulence. This isn't just travel tips. This is what actually happens behind that cabin curtain. We've got drama, hacks, hidden compartments, and even some petty flight crew code words you've never heard of. So hit that subscribe button, and stay with me, because Secret 7, it's the one they hope you never find out. Alright, picture this. You're walking down that tunnel, boarding pass in hand, feeling good. You see those smiling flight attendants all welcoming you aboard. You think they're happy to see you? Think again. Behind those smiles, they're sizing you up, making snap judgments about who's gonna be cool and who's gonna be a nightmare at 30,000 feet. They can spot a Karen a mile away, and trust me, they're mentally preparing for battle. If they think you're gonna be demanding extra peanuts for the next 6 hours, it's like a silent audition for the flight, and you better believe they're taking notes. Ever notice a flight attendant casually strolling down the aisle, hands behind their back, looking all nonchalant? They're not just stretching their legs, my friend. Nope, they're actually counting you. See those smiles and hellos? That's just part of the act. Behind the scenes, it's all business. They've got a little clicker tool hidden in their hand, and every click represents a passenger. In case of an emergency, they need to know exactly how many souls are on board. So next time you see them with that sneaky little clicker, give them a knowing nod. Okay, this one's just messed up. You know that life vest under your seat? The one that could save your life in a water landing? Yeah, people actually steal those. It happens more often than you think. And it's not just a harmless prank, it's a serious safety hazard. Flight attendants actually have to check under every single seat before each flight to make sure those life vests are present and accounted for. Imagine being the person who needs one in an emergency, only to find out it's gone because some idiot wanted a souvenir. So leave the life vest where it belongs, okay? Alright, let's talk about airplane mode. We've all been there, right? That little chime reminding us to switch off our phones or face the wrath of the flight attendants. But here's the thing, it's not just about them wanting some peace and quiet. When that plane is taking off or landing, communication with air traffic control is crucial. And all those phones, even in airplane mode, can create interference. So do everyone a favor and switch that phone to airplane mode. It's a small act with potentially big consequences. Ever wonder why they get so antsy when you need to use the bathroom right before takeoff? It's not just because they're eager to get the show on the road. It's because the pilot knows, my friends. See that little bathroom break of yours? It's not as discreet as you think. When you open and close that lavatory door, it sends a signal to the cockpit. And guess what? They can't just leave you hanging if you're in there when it's time to taxi. So yeah, they're waiting for you. And depending on how long you take, that delay could mean the difference between taking off on time and missing their departure window. Here's a secret that might surprise you. Flight attendants don't get paid for all those hours they spend smiling and greeting you. In the airline world, the clock only starts ticking once those wheels leave the ground. So all that time they spend helping you with your bags, checking your boarding pass, and answering your questions. That's unpaid labor, my friends. They're basically working for free until that plane takes off. It's a raw deal, but it's the reality of the job. Ever wonder how flight attendants manage to live their lives with those crazy schedules? Let me tell you, it's not for the faint of heart. We're talking on-call 24/7, no fixed shifts, and the constant uncertainty of not knowing where you'll be or when you'll be home. One minute they could be in Paris, the next they're jetting off to Dubai. It's a whirlwind of time zones, layovers, and missed connections. It takes a special kind of person to handle this lifestyle, someone who thrives on adventure, can adapt to anything, and doesn't mind living out of a suitcase. So next time you see a flight attendant, give them some props. You know how flight attendants always seem so chummy with each other, calling each other hun and sweetheart? Don't be fooled, my friends. The truth is, they often don't know each other at all. They might have just met minutes before you boarded the plane. Airlines often put together crews from different flights, different cities, even different countries. So that friendly banter and synchronized service, it's basically a well-rehearsed performance. Alright, listen up people, this is important. You know that mad dash to the bathroom everyone makes as soon as the seatbelt sign turns off? Yeah, don't be that person. Those first few minutes after takeoff are crucial for the flight attendants. They're in the galley, heating up meals, prepping drinks, and maneuvering those massive carts up and down the aisle. The last thing they need is a conga line of passengers blocking their way. So do everyone a favor and stay seated for a few minutes. Here's a little secret that could score you a free meal. Ask for it. Yup, you heard me right. Flight attendants often have leftover food from passengers who didn't want their meal or opted for something else. Now, I'm not saying you should be demanding or entitled about it. But if you're genuinely hungry and wouldn't mind an extra snack or even a whole meal, just ask politely. They'd rather give it to a hungry passenger than throw it away. It's a win-win situation. You get extra food and they get to minimize waste. Forget first class, my friends. If you want the best service on the plane, head to the back. Those seats in the back might not have all the bells and whistles, but they're prime real estate when it comes to getting the flight attendant's attention. The closer you are to the galley, the quicker they can respond to your requests. No more waiting an eternity for that glass of water or extra blanket. Alright, this one's a bit gross, but I'm just here to tell you the truth. As tempting as that hot cup of coffee or tea might seem, you might want to reconsider. Those hot beverages are often made with water from the plane's water tank. And let's just say, those tanks, not exactly known for their cleanliness. So unless you're a fan of playing Russian roulette with your digestive system, stick to bottled or canned drinks. Let's get one thing straight. Flight attendants are not just glorified waiters or waitresses. Sure, they serve you drinks and snacks, but their primary role is safety. These men and women undergo rigorous training in first aid, emergency procedures, and even self-defense. They're equipped to handle medical emergencies, evacuate the plane in case of a crash, and even subdue unruly passengers. So next time you see a flight attendant, remember, they're highly trained professionals who are responsible for your safety in the air. That little call button above your seat? It's not a toy, people. It's there for a reason to get the flight attendant's attention in case of an emergency or a genuine need. Now, I'm not saying you should suffer in silence if you need something, but before you hit that button, ask yourself, is this really important? Could I get up and grab it myself? Overusing the call button for every little thing is just going to slow them down and annoy your fellow passengers. As knowledgeable as flight attendants may seem, they're not walking encyclopedias. They don't have all the answers to your travel-related questions. They might not know what that mountain is outside your window. They might not have the baggage claim information for your connecting flight, and they definitely don't control the weather. So before you bombard them with questions, try checking your in-flight entertainment system, the airport monitors, or good old Google. They're there to ensure your safety and comfort, not to be your personal travel agent. This one's a pet peeve of flight attendants everywhere. Stop putting your napkins in the cups. See, those cups are designed to stack neatly, making it easier and faster for them to serve drinks. But when you stuff a napkin in there, it throws off the whole system. The cups won't stack properly. It takes up extra space, and it just creates more work for them. So do them a favor and keep your napkins on your tray table. Your small act of kindness will be greatly appreciated. Ever been stuck in an airplane bathroom? Don't lie, it happens to the best of us. Well, here's a little secret that could save the day. You can actually unlock the lavatory door from the outside. There's a hidden latch, usually behind the lavatory sign, that allows flight attendants to unlock the door in case of an emergency. Now, I'm not saying you should go around trying to unlock bathroom doors for fun. This is strictly for emergency situations only. But it's good to know that there's a way to get that door open if you ever find yourself in a bind. I hate to break it to you, but airplanes are not the cleanest places on Earth. Think about it. Hundreds of people pass through those cabins every day, bringing with them all sorts of germs and grime. The carpets are rarely cleaned, the bathrooms are a breeding ground for bacteria, and those tray tables? Don't even get me started. Studies have shown that they're often dirtier than a public toilet seat. So next time you're on a plane, pack some hand sanitizer and disinfectant wipes. Attention, all you hairspray enthusiasts and deodorant addicts, put those aerosol cans away. Using aerosol sprays on a plane is a big no-no. Those cans contain pressurized gas that can set off the smoke detectors in the bathrooms, triggering an alarm and potentially causing a whole lot of chaos. And trust me, you don't want to be the person responsible for delaying a flight because you couldn't wait to freshen up your hair. So save yourself the embarrassment and potential fine and stick to roll-on deodorant and non-aerosol hair products. Ever wonder how flight attendants stay so fresh-faced on those long-haul flights? Well, here's a little secret. They have secret sleeping quarters. Yup, you heard me right. On some long-haul aircraft, there are hidden compartments where flight attendants can catch a few winks during their breaks. These compartments are usually located above or below the passenger cabin, and they're equipped with bunks, pillows, and blankets. It's like a little secret oasis in the sky. You know those window shades that flight attendants are always asking you to open and close? They're not just there to control the light in the cabin. In fact, those shades play a crucial role in safety procedures. During takeoff and landing, flight attendants need to be able to see outside in case of an emergency. They need to assess the situation on the ground, identify any potential hazards, and make sure the evacuation slides can be deployed safely. So next time you're asked to open or close your window shade, just do it. Alright, let's be honest, those safety demonstrations can be pretty boring. But did you know that flight attendants are actually allowed to spice things up a bit? Yup, there's no rule against having a little fun with it. Some flight attendants have been known to break out into song and dance, crack jokes, and even get the passengers involved. It's a great way to keep everyone entertained and engaged, while still conveying important safety information. So next time you're watching a safety demo, don't be surprised if the flight attendant throws in a little comedic flair. Ever heard flight attendants using words or phrases you didn't understand? You're not alone. They have their own secret language, a code they use to communicate with each other discreetly. For example, Pax means passenger, Spinner refers to a late passenger who's still looking for their seat, and George is code for the autopilot. And if you hear them say, "Want to stretch your legs outside?" you might want to watch out. That's code for getting kicked off the flight. So next time you're on a plane, listen closely. So there you have it, folks. 23 flight attendant secrets that give you a glimpse behind the curtain of the airline industry. Bet you didn't know about those secret sleeping compartments or the hidden meaning behind stretching your legs outside, did you? Now it's your turn to spill the tea. Hit the comments and tell me all about your craziest airplane experiences. Aisle or window seat? Ever scored a free meal or witnessed a flight attendant going above and beyond? Let me know. And if this video saved you from committing a major airplane faux pas, like putting your napkin in the cup, smash that like button and subscribe so you never miss out on the juicy secrets no one else is talking about. Safe travels, my friend.